which is combining with cold Arctic air to make heavy snow, between 10 and 60 centimeters. By the time all is said and done sometime tomorrow. How much you can expect entirely depends on where you live, though the highest accumulations will fall in the foothills. Let us know what's going on in your neighborhood by calling our storm line at 1-800-463-WIND. That's 1-800-463-9463. After seeing what the scene is like in Calgary, it's hard to believe people in the far north are pulling out the patio furniture. Whitehorse is expected to hit 16 degrees today. Thermometers in Beaver Creek should climb to a balmy 15. Today's warmth follows some record-breaking temperatures yesterday. Temperatures climbed past 18 degrees in Burwash, beating the old mark set back in 1995. Dawson City and Mayo also cracked the 18-degree mark. Keeping firefighters on their toes in parts of Manitoba. Officials say fire season is underway. There's already been more than 100 forest and grass fires so far this year. One conservation manager says crews are being run off their feet. It's also mosquito season in Manitoba, which means communities are bracing for the West Nile virus. This year, Winnipeg may begin spraying breeding sites on private property. Approval of a search and destroy bylaw might come into effect as early as June. That means the city would be allowed to chase bugs into residential yards and commercial lots, even when uninvited. To the east now, where spring is in full bloom. The problem is the season also brings about startling number of car accidents involving deer. Last year, about 1,000 deer were killed in southwestern New Brunswick alone, and this year the numbers are expected to be about the same. Tina Wagner tells us why.
It can be exciting to catch a glimpse of a deer, but they are shy animals, and usually you only catch one out of the corner of your eye before it darts away into the trees. But lately, there seem to be more of them around, especially around roads and highways.
The deer come to the side of the road basically because they're trying to survive. The winters have been hard. There's limited food resources in the woods. When the spring comes, the combination of the salt and the sun has created grassy areas on the sides of the roads.
In the woods, trees shade the snow so it takes longer to melt. And after a long winter, the deer are hungry. But finding food can be risky.
And I just happened to look on the right-hand side, and when I started to look back on the left-hand side, just ka-wham, the deer hit. I said, oh, my.
This is obviously dangerous for drivers, but it's also bad for the deer population, since most of the roadside grazers are pregnant females.
Along with the female adults, the babies also die, so we're losing that resource.
But Forest Ranger Rob McGregor says there is an upside to the spring feeding.
It's nice to see the deer in the spring, to know that they have survived and made it through, these tough winters.
So during early spring, keep in mind there will be deer near the roads. So slow down, stay alert, and take in the beautiful sights. For the Weather Network, I'm Tina Wagner in New Brunswick.
And finally, there's still a lot of cleaning up to do from the ice storm that hammered the Moncton area 2 months ago. The city of Moncton is launching a special branch collection. Residents will be urged to bundle up fallen tree branches and place them on the curb with their regular garbage. Garbage trucks will be accompanied by wood chippers that will chop up the branches on the site. That's all the news for this half hour. Stay with us. We'll have updates on the storm across the western prairies. And remember, you can always find your detailed local 7-day forecast right here every 10 minutes on the 10s.
In nature, all waste is recycled, and it's this process that led to the development of Envirolet, the world's finest composting toilet systems. Using patented automatic aeration, Envirolet efficiently reduces and recycles waste into garden soil. Simple to use, totally sanitary, and odor-free, Envirolet composting toilet systems offer you a better economical and environmental solution. Envirolet is your year-round answer for cottage or home and many other applications. Available in waterless and low-water models, and your choice of non-electric 12-volt battery or energy-efficient 110-volt electric. Call for your free video and information kit on our complete Envirolet line. Waterless self-contained, waterless remote, and low-water remote systems. Envirolet meets or exceeds product and performance standards and is backed by a lifetime warranty and toll-free nationwide customer support. Call for your free video and information kit and discover Envirolet composting toilet systems today.
This is your active weather update. Starting this evening, we're going to see those clouds really thicken up and the showers start to move their way across New Brunswick by early morning into Nova Scotia, at least central regions, and heavy at times during the day tomorrow. We'll get there in just a minute. Still quite nice in through southern Ontario. A couple of flakes or mixed light precipitation in through areas like Kapuskasing across the southwestern prairies. That's where we get into the really messy weather continuing through today, even into this evening. And we'd love to hear from you on our storm line to give us exact details. 1-800-463-9463. That's 1-800-463-WIND. Continues to be quite treacherous. We were talking recently to the Red Deer RCMP. Anywhere south of there, the roads are significantly reduced visibility, poor conditions. Continue to monitor us, and we'll continue to bring you that kind of information then through southern BC. Still looking pretty good. A couple of showers into the interior now. As we roll into tomorrow, things greatly improve across the foothills of Alberta. Still some light accumulating snows, rain, cold rains into the eastern prairies, even the nickel belt of Ontario, and it's a wet day across Atlantic Canada.
I can't get over it. Why didn't they think of this sooner?
You know how really messy painting can be? Well, not anymore. It's time to get rid of all those paint-speckled screwdrivers and hammers.
And start your next paint project right with Dutch Boy Twist and Pour, only at Canadian Tire. It's so easy. All you have to do is twist to open and pour.
With its practical handle and unique pouring spout, you can pour paint without spilling. No more mess to clean up. So the real fun is picking the colors, over 1,300 of them. Dutch Boy paint is washable, durable, and backed by a 15-year warranty. Plus, the airtight lid keeps your paint fresh, so touch-ups are a breeze now or months later.
Easy to pour, less mess, beautiful results. It's almost a one-person job.
Nice try.
Dutch Boy Twist and Pour, starting at $23.99 after a $3 rebate. Another innovative product found only at Canadian Tire.
Your local forecast is next, brought to you by Grand Marnier.
Grand Marnier. In a margarita. In a cosmopolitan. On ice. Consider Grand Marnier. It changes everything.
This local forecast is brought to you by Grand Marnier. In a margarita, in a cosmopolitan, on ice. Consider Grand Marnier. It changes everything. Local forecast is every 10 minutes on the Thames. You can also visit our website at theweathernetwork.com.
A couple of very active regions of the country right now. Well, at least a storm system on its way into Atlantic Canada, and another storm pummeling southern Alberta and even central regions. Long-range forecast looks good. You might want to tune in at 25 minutes past the hour for all that information. But until then, we're looking at some pretty active weather. You can see the storm system rolls through the east, starting in through the overnight hours. Areas that might see the heaviest rains out of this, up to 50 millimeters north of Halifax, up towards Cape Breton. Strong winds picking up tomorrow as well through the afternoon. You can see that bubble of darker blue through central regions of New Brunswick. That's where you could see some pretty good heavy downpours at times. Now, moving over to the west, we're still looking at very heavily accumulating snows. Things will start to ease a little bit as we get through the evening and overnight hours, but by then some areas seeing more than 60 centimeters of snow into the foothills, west and northwest of Calgary. Heavy rains push their way down into central and southern Saskatchewan. You might even hear the rumble of thunder through areas like Estevan. Southern Manitoba as well, looking at some pretty good downpours on Sunday with cooler temperatures.
We're in Mulhall, Oklahoma.